Good afternoon, students. So here we see here one more example of a metric space. So we see this example. Show that the set R raised to n with the function d dash defined by. So first we see here. So in this example, our given set is a R raised to n. So already we know that. So the element of set R raised to n are the ordered n tuples. Ordered n tuples means here each element of this set R raised to n is of the form x is equal to x1, x2 dash 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 xn, and where each x1, x2, comma each xn, all these are belong to R. This is R raised to n contains the elements of this form, and in that every component is a real number. So, and here function is defined by, so function is a d dash, value of d dash of xy is equal to summation from I is equal to 1 to n mod of xi minus yi. So means here x is a one ordered n tuple, it has element x is equal to this x1, x2, xn, and y is equal to this ordered n tuple. So d dash of xy is equal to summation of mod of. So how this is calculated? For I is equal to 1. So this is modulus is a, for I is equal to 1, this is a mod of x1 minus y1 plus for I is equal to 2 mod of x2 minus y2 plus mod of x3 minus y3, and likely plus mod of xn minus yn. So this function is defined as. So we have to prove this set R raised to n with respect to the function d dash. We have to prove here metric space. So to prove this set is a metric space, first we have to prove this function d dash is a metric on R raised to n. So how to prove here this function is a metric? So for that we have to prove here 4 properties of a metric in the definition of metric. So we prove here one by one properties. So first I want to prove here for any two element of this set, distance between x comma y is greater than or equal to 0. So by the definition of modulus function, we have mod of xi minus yi is greater than or equal to 0. So here I is equal to 1 to n means here x is a this element, y is a this element, and for I is equal to 1, this is mod of x1 minus y1, this is greater than or equal to 0, because here x1 is a real number, y1 is a real number, and the mod of difference of two real numbers is greater than or equal to 0, and this is true for every I. So this is greater than or equal to 0. If we take here summation on both sides, then obviously it is also greater than or equal to 0, and this left hand side, this is nothing but our given function d dash of xy, this is greater than or equal to 0. So the first condition, that is non-negativity, is proved. So now we see here second condition. Second condition I want to prove, that is in the definition d of xy is equal to 0 if x is equal to y. So by the definition of modulus function, mod of xi minus yi is equal to 0 if xi is equal to y. So this difference is a 0. Any difference is a 0. Here for any two real numbers, mod of a minus b is equal to 0 when the difference of real numbers, mod of difference of real numbers is 0 if these two real numbers are equal. So likely, so we have, so this difference, mod of difference is a 0 if xi is equal to y. Means for I is equal to 1, mod of x1 minus y1 is equal to 0 if x1 is equal to y1. For I is equal to 2, mod of x2 minus y2 is equal to 0 if x2 is equal to y2, and likely for each value of the I. If this is 0, then this summation is 0 if x is equal to y. So now here y, x is equal to y. So when this order n tuple x and y are equal, so if respective components of these elements are equal, means here x is equal to y if first component of x is equal to first component of y, that is if x1 is equal to y1, x2 is equal to y2, and likely xn is equal to yn, and here this is 0 if x is equal to y, and by the definition this is nothing but d dash of xy is equal to 0 if x is equal to y. So now here second condition is also true or satisfied. Now I want to prove here third condition, that is the symmetry. So likely this summation of mod of xi minus yi is equal to summation of I is equal to 1 to n mod of yi minus xi. So these summations are equal, since here we have that is mod of a, for any two real numbers a and b, mod of a minus b is equal to mod of b minus a for any two real number. So example, for any two real numbers 3, 4, so I have mod of 3 minus 4 is equal to mod of 4 minus 3. So both are equal. That's why here these differences and its summation are equal. And this gives, this left hand side is nothing but d dash of xy and right hand side is a d dash of yx. Here both are equal. So third condition is also here satisfied. Now lastly, I want to prove here the triangle inequality. So we see here triangle inequality. So we prove here triangle inequality for any x, y, z belong to R raised to n. So for any three order n tuples, so here x is equal to x1, x2, xn, y is equal to y1, y2, yn, and z is equal to z1, z2, zn. So here we have as here mod of xi minus yi, we consider this difference, and in this difference we add and subtract zi. So here mod of xi minus zi plus zi and this minus yi as it is. We have just added and subtracted this zi. So this is for each I is equal to 1 to n. So now we here difference between these two xi minus zi and zi minus yi, that is x is this element, y is this element, and like z is a z1, z2, zn. So for I is equal to 1, this difference is mod of, this is a x1 minus z1 plus z1 minus y1, and here similarly. So I want to use here modulus property. This for each I is equal to 1 to n, in this order n tuple every component is a real number. So this first difference is a real number minus real number is a, the difference of real numbers is again real number. This one real number and this is another real number. So now I want to use here one property, that is mod of sum of two real numbers is less than equal to mod a plus mod b. So if a and b are real numbers, mod of a plus b less than equal to mod a plus mod b. So I use here this here which is less than equal to here this real number plus real number. I have mod of xi minus zi. So mod of xi minus zi plus mod of zi minus yi, and this is for each I. So I is equal to 1 to n. So now here we have this inequality. This left hand side is less than equal to this right hand side. So now just taking summation of both sides from I is equal to 1 to n. So by taking summation, I is equal to 1 to n, mod of xi minus yi is less than equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n, mod of xi minus zi plus summation I is equal to 1 to n, mod of zi minus yi, and this is for each I is equal to 1, 2, dash n. So this summation, by our definition of the function, this summation is nothing but here xi minus y, this d dash of xy, xi minus y, this is nothing but d dash of xy is less than equal to, this is mod of xi minus zi. So by this is nothing but d dash of xz plus likely this is d dash of zy. So means here for any three element of R raised to n, we have proved here the last condition of the definition of metric, that is a triangle inequality. And as this given function for the element of R raised to n satisfied all the four properties of metric, that's why this given function is a metric on R raised to n. Therefore d dash is metric on r raised to n. So we have, as this function is a metric on r raised to n, then r raised to n is a metric space. R raised to n is a metric space, and I want to here note here one thing that we have seen here. Euclidean space. Euclidean space. In the Euclidean space, that set is a similar r raised to n, set of all ordinary n tuples, and here is that this set is a similar set r raised to n. Means on that set we have defined that different metric is defined on the same set r raised to n, and here on the same set we have this another metric. Means here on a same set we can define more than one matrix on a any set. That's why with respect to a given set there may be associated a more than one matrix spaces. So here we have proved here this example.